Welcome back. It is day 276 of a road to 2200. We're at 2082. Let us find an opponent. It looks like we got the white pieces here. This person's been playing chess since 2011. That's a long time of playing chess, and we have a Sicilian defense, so we're of course going to play the open. That's what we've been playing. And they go here, so we play knight to b5. Here, now we develop our knight. Okay, but now, let's see. I'm used to this kind of thing to happen. We can't jump in immediately because then they'll take the pawn. I know that going here is sometimes the move. We can't protect like this because there's tactics, I believe, with checks. I guess I would be able to take with the knight. But regardless, I kind of want to castle this way anyways. Knight here takes. I mean, we do have check. Forcing the king to move, but I don't know. Knight here, they probably just take. I don't think it's the best move. Let's just develop our bishop here. And on knight here, I probably just castle, give them the pawn. Or give them the bishop, is what I'm thinking. I guess maybe now they can play here. Not quite though, because there's always forking ideas. Here, I just take, knight takes. If queen takes, there's a fork. So they can't actually do that. They might try to kick me back now. Knight a3. Go for fork here. Takes. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to go for. We place the knight in the center of the board, and now takes. We had a transposition another time in a similar situation here, and I played like queen f3, thinking, you know, we want to keep this. I think, if I remember correctly, but not so sure. I think castling makes sense here, but also c3, so that, you know, I mean, I guess this isn't really an issue at the moment. If I were to castle and they go here, I can jump in. Castles, knight takes, pawn takes. Knight here, then I can play c3. Let's get our king safe. I like the idea of that. And they take, so let's go ahead and take back with the pawn. The knight jumps in. So, I mean, obviously, my idea is to go here, and I don't really see where your knight is going. I guess you can play this. And then I'll play knight here, but then you have this square. Okay, let's go c3. They're probably going to play this. And no, instead they go there. For some reason, I forgot that the bishop was, you know, there. Oopsies. Queen here is an immediate attack. They can jump in, though. I mean, I can play queen here. They just push, though. Doesn't seem that, like, logical. The knight is almost trapped, too. Pushing, knight back, takes. It seems pretty good, but my king's going to be vulnerable. Also, I guess here there is just knight h4. I guess I could go here, and if they move the knight, I have this. Here. Takes. That could actually be interesting. I don't see any other checks. And then if you play here, I can just slide back. Let's go here. There's no checks. And we're threatening to win the knight, so yeah, you gotta do something. And now their dark squares are weak. So I'm wondering in this position if I can... No, I can't do that. Probably just slide back. I'm not concerned about knight here. It might make sense to take, but yeah. I don't love that. Noticing this as well could always be an idea. I'm also noticing potential stuff here. Right now the bishop can block, but we do have ideas, potentially, of sacking for mates if, you know, this was occupied. And the bishop, well, it wouldn't be mate, but we'd win the queen. No, because then there's this move. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't work, but always keeping an open mind here. And they just castle. Okay. So, I mean, we obviously don't have anything right away. We still have pieces to get into the game. I would love to put my bishop over here. But unfortunately, after takes, bishop takes, they just move the rook and then slide back. So that's not going to work out for us. Am I ever concerned about this move? I just play queen g3. Because I'm debating on just rerouting my knight. I always have to be cautious, but okay, let's get our knight into the game. We gotta play a little bit quicker. I need to get the bishop out and bring the rooks as well. This pawn's doing a good job of stopping anything here. Knight here, if they were to take, I can take like this, and then this is actually a real threat because we would have a double attack on f7. So pretty much, no matter what they do, I'm going to play knight e. Whoa. That's a move? Really? What about just going bishop here now? I mean, yeah, let's get our bishop on a better square. I think they're going to play rook here and try to bring the bishop back, but they're going to invest so much tempo doing that. I think maybe this is what they wanted. No. Very interesting. Well, let's keep improving our knights. And now they want to fork me. If I take and they push. No, it doesn't quite work. I guess I can play here, but then I get forked again. Well, I guess I could play knight takes. And if pawn takes, bishop takes. If this, I mean, we can take. Might be fine. Just try to open up their king. Knight takes. If they push, I can take. And then, I mean, I'm still getting forked, but I guess then I can take here. No, because there's a rook attacking here. So tricky. I guess this is probably the move that I want to play. Let's go here. So if they push, I can maybe just take and then infiltrate with my queen. That's my idea. Because they want this to deflect the knight off of the protection of d5. If bishop back, I might play f4. Three minutes. We probably misplayed this by quite a long shot, but that's fine. We're still going to win. We are still going to win. That's right. You heard it. You heard it here. We're going to win. I don't know how, We're going to do it. Okay, they push there. Okay, but I kind of want to just take. King takes. I don't think that works. I could also capture here. Capture, king takes. Bishop takes, pawn takes. Knight in. There's just not really anything. I don't see. I don't want to go passive with my bishop. Maybe I have to reroute this way, though. Let's keep her bishop. I just used almost all my time there, which is ridiculous. Bishop in. I mean, I just got to bring my rook, I think. We just got to play. Minute 40. Nah, not good. Maybe I have some f4. En passant, rook takes. Get her pieces active, potentially. Not quite sure. Okay, they just get rid of the bishop. That's probably a very logical move. If I play f4 now, they're not going to take en passant. So we don't really want that. But I can maybe undermine. Take. Takes. Rook here. All kinds of maybe takes. Knight goes back. Wow. Okay, I gotta move. I don't have any time. Not so sure what they're trying to do. Maybe route to go here, protect their center, but not so sure. Takes. Check. They block. We just gotta play it normal. Here. It opens this up though. Takes, check. They block. I have check. King here. Check. Okay. I'm sacking the bishop. They're threatening a fork. I should have probably did something about that. 1 minute. I think I need to play rook up at the end of this line. Like takes. Check, or they block. Then rook here. If push, I can go here. And like we got checking ideas. Just kind of the whole point. They block with a queen though. No, that's not what I wanted to play. Not at all. Yeah, shoot. I did. It's fine. Probably gonna lose regardless. Like that move makes zero sense. There's this. Bishop's under attack. Like, ugh. Beautiful. Takes here. Here, check. I do have check here. They block that way. Just bring the rook up, I guess. Queen's got to protect this. They couldn't have really went here, I don't think. 40 seconds. I'm looking for deflection tactics here. It's like here, moving the knight somewheres, opening this up. But I guess maybe I can just push the pawn. Queen goes here. And then what? Actually, maybe there's takes, and check. Ooh. So I am threatening. Knight takes a3. So maybe they have to play here. Okay, but they attack my queen. So I guess we just take the pawn. I don't really have any other moves. Nice. Okay, we're gonna take the 2 pieces. I don't got time for this. I ain't got time for this. 30 seconds. Check. 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 Wait, no, I go here. You have to block. Oh my gosh, we're clutching this. Give me that queen. Give me that queen. Make room for the king. Push here. We have to be so careful. Check. Okay, my opponent's missing stuff. 40 seconds. Takes. Just en passant. They en passant, and then we have a blockade. And I can just bring my rook in. Just take. Come in, check. Mate is threatened. Checkmate. Oh my gosh. How did we do that? I told you I was gonna win. I bet you guys did not believe me. I told you. I told you I was gonna win. I freaking told you. That was an insane game. Let's take a look. Sicilian defense. This is theory. But here we're supposed to develop our other bishop, attacking the knight. I guess that makes sense. And then they play here. And what is the move? We go knight back here. And then at this time we take. They're supposed to take with the pawn. And then knight d5. Will I remember that? Maybe. Probably not. But okay, we got this position. We jump in. Castles, takes. And we're playing the best moves here until this. We should reroute our knight. Castles, we reroute. Putting the bishop there was wrong, but seems good. And then, yeah, they start pushing through. And we make a big mistake here because they have knight to h5. Takes, queen here. And we got to make room for the queen because there's ideas of this. But okay, we got this position. And then we break with f3. And they push, but we should... Ooh, I actually looked at this too. If they take... Oh, it's just checkmate. You idiot. I missed that. And then we sacrificed here. They take, check, and this is what I calculated. Rook up. And I think I stopped calculating here, which is just very, very bad. But apparently they can bring the queen in. Check, king here. Check, takes. This is what I calculated. Push. It's saying takes? What? Huh? Oh. This is wild. Okay. But yeah, we actually mouse slipped here. Like, we did not mean to play queen h5 at all. Like, for one, they're threatening a fork. For two, our bishop is just straight up hanging. So, like, you probably have to take, and then move the rook or something. Push, block. Like, Yeah, we're completely winning here. I was also looking at tactics. I guess it was later on after we have this position with, let's just say that they make a random move. We have like knight here, and then if takes, we have check, and they have to block due to this. So I was looking at that, but then here we found their blunder. They took the seemingly free pawn, but 2 pieces for a rook is not usually a good trade. And then instead of going for a draw here, which is what they should have done, they actually make a huge mistake. And we win the queen. And it's just game over. So, nice. Let's play another one. Okay, we found a 22-15. We have the white pieces. Scandinavian. Okay, let's beat this 2200 in the Scandinavian. Mainline Leon Hart Gambit. Rook b1. They go there. They're playing the best moves, of course. So I believe we just develop our bishop here. Get the bishop out. Knight out. Castle. At some moment we play like d4, but we can develop our knight because they can't actually pin us. And now I think probably d4. d4 and we always have knight here ideas. There's a check though. Pick up the bishop. So I should probably just castle. I mean, we have a lead in development. Castles, I mean, it's not so simple. I know I want to put my knight here at the right moment. Giving this check doesn't do anything. And I know in these positions, rook to b3 makes a lot of sense. And I guess there's another idea behind rook b3. It's bishop a3. They push their pawn. So it seems as if they didn't want anything coming in. So rook b3. I go here. I'm just threatening to get their bishop, essentially. b3, they push. If I slide back, I should be fine. Let's play rook b3. The castle. So I could get my last piece out. But I guess if I go here and they play this, I actually have knight to e5. So let's go ahead and develop. It's looking pretty good. They go all the way back, which makes a lot of sense. Now there is a big threat, so let's just capture that. And maybe we just put a rook on a good square. Rook here. Knight in here. We want to put the bishop back at some moment. Knight in, and then get the rook over. But let's start with the rook here. Their bishop is so bad. Like so insanely bad. Knight here, I'm going to play knight here, and if it takes, we just take back, removing this, and then, I mean, should be big chillin'. I actually really like this position. And they still can't really, well, actually they can develop that. Okay, so there's ideas looking over here, but I mean, they're moving a piece so many times. It's pretty clear that they want to go here or something. Let's just put our knight on a great square. Our position has to be better. Has to be. And now I want to play knight here and get the rook over to attack their king. But if I play knight here and they take, it's not really so great. Although maybe I have takes. king takes, I play rook takes? And their king's getting brutalized? And if this, we get 2 pawns and the rook for 2 pieces, that seems pretty good. So takes, rook takes, I take here. No. Yeah. Takes, takes, takes. That's gotta be good. We're gonna sack our knight. King takes just loses to rook e6. Typically 2 pieces are not good for the rook, but we're getting a rook and 2 pawns in front of the king. They have intermezzos. No, they can't even do that because I just take it. Yeah, they take. Now let's go ahead and take with their bishop. It's going to be equal material. Okay, I mean, I have to take, obviously. Queen takes. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I guess their bishop is open now. Knight here takes, rook takes. That feels pretty, like I'm getting all my pieces active. This has to be good. And then I can like bring my other rook over. We're hanging this pawn, of course, but I don't think they have anything here. The back rank is way too exposed. I guess they can develop their knight. But really, the whole point of this move is to clear the way for the rook. Which is why I put the rook on b3 to begin with. Other than like this idea. But could have potential ideas of this as well. And if they don't take, maybe I play rook f3. Yeah, they do capture. So let's go ahead and do this. They develop. So there's an attack on this. What about going here, though? If I play this, I'm putting pressure on the bishop. But they can just take. But then I'm infiltrating. And if here, I just play queen over. Let's bring our rook in. And if they tempo me, I just take. Take. I think. Then queen takes. We're probably just losing that, actually. So maybe knight here, I can just tempo their queen. Rather. Actually, here there might be this. I'd also like to make some room for my king. So I infiltrate. They play here. I mean, this is a problem, but should be big chillin' for the time being. If this, I have rook g3. I have to be insanely careful. They almost have to play like here or here. But no matter what, I can just play queen to g4, right? I can even take. Takes and then try to play something like this. Seems pretty logical. I think we just take the pawn. Yeah, let's just take the pawn. Why not? They're threatening checkmates. I mean, I can push, but then there's maybe some bishop sack. Not really. Could also just step the queen up. Bishop here. Also just, yeah, I think just queen e1, right? Queen e1 takes. Rook infiltrates. Here there's check here, and then they sack. If I go here, as soon as I move the rook, I think they have bishop takes, but then I go check. So if I play this, what are they going to do? I think that just protects everything. Let's just do that. Let's protect. They can't take due to the queen being there right now. They can push, and then I'm just going to take this pawn. But I think everything's protected. And I want to just bring this in. And if I get this in and they take, I have check. They have to sack. The queen takes, and then I can take. If I get both rooks on the 7th, and they play here, I mean, check, rook back. I don't want to trade, but it might be my best option. Here, I mean, takes. Then I have check. If they block with the bishop. Wait, so rook in. If takes, bishop takes, I have check. And the king's got nowhere to go. So they go back. They're stopping me from infiltrating. It makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Yes. How do I even make any progress here, though? I guess maybe I just protect my pawn. Or I can push this pawn. Let's push the pawn so they can never take. We're always protecting against this. I'm going to leave it up to them to make a move. If they go here, I can bring this rook. I'm just going to keep pushing. I just need to move. Okay, the knight goes there. Attack. Still threatening to infiltrate potentially. If they... No, if they go there, I can't. On that move, I pretty much have to... I have to protect, don't I? Here they can trade. Okay, but... Oh, no, the bishop's there. Oh, shoot. Okay. I mean, maybe we're taking on a6. Oh, but they just take the pawn. But don't I just go here? Wait, don't I just go here and we're infiltrating? They should have took, I think. Knight goes back. Now there's threats of takes. King up. Takes. I think I have to play king up. They can, of course, force a trade here. Queen comes in. Okay, let's take. I'm getting low on time, and I'm not feeling too good, to be totally honest with you. They can't push the pawn, though. I don't know why they didn't take my rook. Everything in my position's protected at the moment. Ooh, okay. It's basically just a bullet game now. Okay. Rook up, check, king back. They're going to go check. I'm just going to play king back. That was my idea. Just loses, doesn't it? To check. King here, check. I have to go here. Check. Oh no. I'm just losing. I have to give the queen. Yeah. Shoot. GG. Oh. Dang. Oh, we were so close. We would have been back to 2100 if we won that game too. But well played by my opponents. I felt like we had pretty good position here, but we should play knight g5. Takes, improve the rook, brought that in, and then the sacrifice just wasn't good, I guess. I thought it was pretty good, but computer disagrees just because there's like no follow-up here. And then we're winning, but only if we bring the queen over here. But I thought hanging this pawn wasn't that great. I guess then we go here. Make room, takes. Infiltrate maybe. And then here, I mean, I don't know why they didn't just take, but they let me get in. And then from here, it's just lost pretty much. Like, apparently I need to go here and then check and block. Check. Block. I mean, yeah, it's just lost. But unfortunately, here they went for this, and it's just checkmate. After I moved the rook, I needed to move the queen, and on check, sack the queen. Can't even take, and this is what we're supposed to do. So, unfortunately for us, yeah, we lost. But it is what it is. And if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.